Today is Wednesday. Yes. Ow, son of a bitch. That fucking hurt. I am actually going to be extremely surprised if anyone's up right now. I need a pen.
All that to come up to. Sorry, this transaction is currently unavailable.
Today is Wednesday. Friday. Today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I need like 6 meals. Okay. Cool.
One new card.
Yes. Ugh. Got it. Perfection. Okay. Well, I see we have one person in the chat. Oh no. What the heck? I cut so close to this and it still didn't open. What's up, JPFFA? I'm just gonna call you JP. How you doing, man? How you doing? Bro, what the hell is the point in cutting this? And for it to not fucking open. It's going good, pretty good. There's an extremely late night stream. So yeah. Whew. gonna talk about a little bit of the, you know, the Glock situation, man. I don't know if you've seen, but someone already done it. How do you cook bacon in a pan? Or I cook it in a pan. You know, put it in there. You know, when it starts crisping up on one side, flip it over, leave it there for like 2 minutes, and then take it off because the grease that's still on it is going to continue to continue cooking the yeah, cooking the bacon. So I made that 4 weeks ago. Oh. Oh, are you talking about the Glock? I just think it's funny someone already figured it out, and everyone's like, yep, that was kind of a waste of time. Told Glock I did.
Hey,
Yeah? Oh, guys, is the quality of the video bad or is it good? Like, does it look bad or is it, you know, coming clean for you guys? Probably a delay, but yeah. Yeah, I just think it's funny though that you know, someone with got Gen 5. Have you checked your quality? Weird. It's a little choppy. Hold on, I can fix that. Okay, perfect. That might fix the problem. How is it now? Is it a little bit better? Or is it still choppy?
yeah, it's a little bit better for me.
Okay, so I was...
It's a lot better.
Okay, sweet. Because I was not connected to Wi-Fi, I guess. Helps when you are connected. We are going to change it up today. We're going to do that, and definitely not that. But yeah, I just find it funny because, you know, the whole purpose of the whole Glock Gen 5 situation was to, you know, keep them from being converted to, you know, FRTs or switches, or depending on which, you know, state you live in. I just think it's funny how, like, within a week, someone had already, you know, figured it out. What's the car situation looking like? Well, it's not fun. I can tell you that right now, because the insurance company is only wanting to pay for, you know, the payoff of the car, and then the gap insurance should take over, hopefully. And then her insurance is only wanting to pay an X amount of dollars, which is not a good amount of extra dollars. So, yeah, we definitely lowered it up. So, well, I'm definitely not live streaming on an airplane. Yeah, it's been somewhat of a headache with all that, so not having fun. I got an accident recently as well. My ticket just Got dropped, and now I gotta try and get my car and knee dealt with. Damn, were you at fault, or was it, you know, the other person? I'm trying to open this with one hand because I have fish all over my hands. Got it. Damn. Who put that on last time? Probably I did. But yeah, all the memes that have been coming through about, you know, the new Glock Gen 5 is kind of funny. Massage it in. Man, we got 20 people in the live stream? What? Guys, if you haven't liked the live stream, go ahead and like it. We're doing a little bit of cooking tonight. So definitely give that a good old like-a-runo and a sub-runo if you haven't, because we'll be doing a giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah, pretty excited for that. And the goal is to hit 1,000 before the end of the year, so I think we can definitely do it. Of course, with the help of you guys. I gotta sneeze now because I'm getting all that seasoning in my ears. Excuse me. How is everyone's day so far? Or, in fact, what is everyone's opinion on the new Glock stuff? Who honestly was surprised to, you know, see that happen, you know? Some dude brake checked the person in front of me. He slammed straight into me. And slammed straight into him and instantly stopped. I got rear-ended. Oh, man. So wait, you're not technically at fault, correct? Well, I guess it would depend on what state you're in, too. Oh, fuck, that's hot. That pan just got hot. And I got to figure out which cap goes where. Yeah, I got a police. Once I went to court, yeah, I was about to say, like, you're not at fault of that. If someone brake checked someone, and you know, caused an accident, and you hit that person in front, you know, I wouldn't think you would be at fault for something like that. But again, it depends state to state, because, you know, some states are just stupid. Oh, dumbass, I already put on that side. I gotta flip this one. Yeah, I would have been pissed about mine if, you know, I got a ticket on my end for something that wasn't my fault. Yeah, there's like 22 people in the chat, and no one's talking. What is up with that? God guys, we're gonna be talking about the Glock situation. We can talk about it and talk about, or even the whole whistling diesel stuff or other YouTubers getting arrested, which is insane. It's I would laugh so hard though if it was like 20, 22, 23 people that are already subscribed and they're like, dude, it's just so late. I want to watch the stream, but I also want to sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Stay up. Ow. Oh, that hurt. Ugh. Damn door. It makes me feel weird. I kind of feel like it. Exactly. I'm gonna put this back on right. But yeah, JP, were you honestly surprised that someone figured it out already? I think all they did is just move the bar over enough to where it worked, and it works just as well. I mean, Pew Pew made a video on it the other day. Of all people, man, Pew Pew. Grandpa shooting, man. Isn't it late for you, man? How are you? I'm doing good, man. How are you? What I'll say, isn't it very late for you? Bedtime soon. I was about to say, yeah, get some sleep. Or are you like me, sleep for the weak. The strongest will survive. Who stays up? Rebellion. What's up, Bullseye Man? I kind of figured you would be up. I kind of figured, because you don't ever sleep. I don't think you're probably out hunting, aren't you? You're like, what can I do while I wait? Oh, CopperTop Tactical's online. Okay, turn it down a little bit. Just look around, make sure there's nothing out there. Okay, that's what you're doing, right? I should be in, but priorities, yes, sir. CopperTop Tactical is a priority. So if you're not here in the channel or not on the live stream, where are you at? What's your opinion on 3D printed guns? I think it's definitely a good innovation towards the firearm industry. I mean, those who have problems with it obviously don't know a lot about firearms. It's definitely one of those things that anyone can make a firearm. I mean, there was a guy in England who showed that hey, you can make these just out of hardware parts. You can go and make a machine gun or a pistol or a rifle out of just stuff that you can get from an everyday hardware store. So I think 3D printed guns are definitely a cool little factor. I think for the aspect of Titus Arms, who has made a bullpup 3D printed bullpup AUG, which if you guys don't know what the Star AUG is, it's almost like a $2,000-$3,000 rifle, depending on where you look, but has made a 3D printed kit that works with AR-15 parts, and it's like $800 for the complete kit with everything you already need. So it's I think 3D printed guns are getting there. Good night, Grandpa. I see you. I'm hunting, but definitely don't sleep. Spine injury and PTSD makes me. I completely understand that, man. That's never fun. It's like what Unsubscribe has, their shirts, you know. The sun will come out tomorrow, unfortunately. That's what they have on their thing. Put lemon pepper on my tilapia tonight, and my tilapia looks like it's got kidney failure. Don't get an ender. Oh. Oh man, I'm falling behind on. I'll get a 3D printer soon. Ooh. See, I want to get a 3D printer and make stuff. And I also need to get with someone who's really good at doing 3D printed stuff, because I have an idea for like a firearm accessory that I think would be a game changer. Obviously, you know, I want to get someone that I can trust, because, you know, I think it's a good idea. But like I said, I just don't know anyone with a good 3D printer, or, you know, who knows how to design and stuff like that. G44s? No, I have not seen that. I heard good. See, JP, on the AUG stuff though, the triggers on original AUGs, yes, but with this like kit that you can get from Titus Arms, it's all AR-15 stuff. So you could do AR-15 barrel, or so you can build your own. He gives you like the 3D printed skeleton part, but he also has a complete kit that is all AR-15 parts inside. So that trigger is definitely different. Plus, you can put an FRT in it, so very nice. I don't know if my polymer slide would work. But why not? Hello, Julie. I see you in the chat. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. No, it's an AUG. I've seen a lot of 3D printed accessories like lowers and stocks, yeah. But this is a complete kit. So look up Titus Arm on Instagram, or even just on YouTube, or go to PSR. He's got, let me turn that on. But PSR's got a video on Titus's AUG that he did. And like I said, it's just, you know, 3D printed, and everything inside it's AR-15 stuff. So I need one. All right, y'all. The SS shit shower shape. Man, I have a good night, Bullseye Ben. Or I mean, you could have me playing in the background while you do all that. So could do that. By the way, Mo, thank you for stopping by in the live stream. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate every single one of you guys that stopped in by for the live stream. So. If I can spell right. Where the fuck did you come from? It's just a random spider that just came out of nowhere. Oh, it's dead now. Trade that out and for a better rifle. Ooh, okay. Shouldn't you be asleep? It's like midnight here, so so it must be. It's 1 o'clock here, so. Uh, nah, yeah. I probably should be asleep, but you know, midnight streams and plus, who doesn't like talking, hanging out with the boys? So, yeah. Casio, is that you? I don't know who that is, but they ain't here. At least I don't think so. Unless you're referring to a friend that's in the chat. You finished your 12 taco tater? Are you talking about my tater tot casserole that I made like a week ago? You could have turned into Spider-Man, but you missed your chance. Yeah, I'm good. I'm terrified of spiders, so. You eating again? Well, I'm making dinner for myself, so yeah. I like the RPD for and the Sally. Ooh, Mustang and Sally. Mustang and Sally. Boom. Man, I'm surprised no one's voted on. Do I need to make that bigger? Is that why? There. Now everyone can read it. RPD is the best. RPD hammer combo, dude. I love playing some of like the old like World at War mods for like some of the custom zombie maps, because you know some of them like some people still make them, and then you know always love when you see like there's a map called Decagon on World at War, and you know there's the normal speed, which is you know normal running zombies, you know just the normal stuff, but then there's Decagon hard, and the like speed of the zombies is just like 10 times faster. So like you spawn in and you know like you have like 3 seconds to get where you need to. By the time you get to where you're at, there's already zombies on you. So yeah, it's pretty insane. So. And plus, like, upgraded weapons right out of the box. That's cool shit. Is that the scar? World War II zombies is a pain in the ass. Yeah, World at War. Well, it was like, you know, first time they ever did it. And, you know, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I think I knew what you meant. Hey, favorite World at War map though? Classic World at War map. What was your guys' favorite? You got Nocturne Toten, Shinonuma, Verut, or Darice, or Darice, as some people would say. Which was your guys' favorite? I'm curious. Do tell. Black Ops 1, 2, and 3 zombies were fire after in between are trash. Yeah, so definitely World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 zombies were probably the best. And then everything after, I mean, the storyline's cool, but, you know, one thing I would love to see is a full, like, you know, Call of Duty zombie, like, TV show. That would be cool. Darius first room challenge. So he's like, yeah, I'm just going with the Kar 98 or the Gewehr. Just call it good. Just call it good. Oh, guys, guess what? We got our patches in today, or the other day. So we got the Just Slap It patches in, and yeah, we also have more stuff on the way for the giveaway. So, guys, 1K subs giveaway. So, yeah, if you want an opportunity to win something, make sure you subscribe and make sure you support the channel. What guns you own? Well, let's start off. I got a Ruger LCP 380. I got a Bursa 380 Thunder. I got a Ruger RXM. I got a Canik TP9 SC Elite. I got a Springfield Hellcat. I got a Benellium 4 clone. I got an MP5 clone. I got a Galil, the classic Galil, I should say. Got 2 ARs, a Maverick 88 shotgun, and then a bullpup shotgun. And it's still not enough. How about that MW2 survival? Oh, MW3. What was that French map? That like Paris map? Sat there and you see how long you can survive, and you like. The most terrifying thing was the dogs and the juggernauts. Dude, MW2, the whole Chernobyl like mission, that was fun. I just converted my 8mm MG42 to 308. Added MG3 dude, awesome. I would love to do a video on something like that. Hey man, I just like guns, so I don't care if it's from World War II. Resistance, yes, resistance is futile. I got the 1919 Browning A6 belt fed. Ooh. Can you fry BOF? Hey, I don't know what that means. Remember, guys, no rushing. Yes. I said that to one of my friends when we were in the airport one time, and only one of them understood what I meant. And it was the one I kind of figured, would understand. We're talking like a 14K gun, yeah. Love my Spear 308 and 556. Dude, that's awesome. MW3, I would care. I get glitch on top on top of the map, yeah. Did they ever actually add like kind of like the not the zombie mode, but one person was infected, they have like a throwing knife and then just a knife. First thing I googled when I got my RPD. Ooh, no Russian. The light on the ceiling is giving you yeah. Hey, it's the only lighting I have, because if I turn it off, it's too dark. By the way, Nautic, if that's your name, I do appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate that. Miss Lander, is that your name? If you haven't subscribed, go ahead. I do appreciate it. Hello from the island of Spain. Spana? Yeah, sure. I can't. The chat's so small, guys. The new BF 6 map, Eastwood, is great. See, I haven't played Battlefield 6. So I need to get my PC fixed and all that to start doing a little bit of gaming too. They still have infected. See, that's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. What state you in? I'm in Alabama. I'll subscribe only if you tell me how to get a fuller beard. Tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is the best way. Because that's what I started doing, and it helps. Last con I bought full price was Black Ops 2. Yeah, Black Ops 2 or maybe 3 is the last time I ever bought a COD game for full price. And that was probably when, you know, about the last time they did the whole GameStop release. I can't sleep. Well, thank you for stopping by, for, you know, hanging out with the chat. Boss, I do appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Bet subbed. Good night. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to find raccoon eyes. You just need a bright light. Andrus, I see you there. Does the beard make your head feel too big? I have the same shaped beard. No, I don't think so. GameStop gave me a warranty for PS2, then closed business. Oh, damn. Charge me back in the day. This dude who live chats with black glasses. Oh, okay. Modown, I don't know what you mean by that, by the way. I got spammed him before I can sleep. Ah, okay. Nah, for real though, just thinking about it, I think, you know, if they were to do a live action of a video game, either the Call of Duty Zombies, like starting from, you know, World at War all the way till now, or even doing, you know, a series with the MW2, MW1, I don't know. I know there's a name for that group. But doing all of them, you know, Soap, Captain Price, Ghost, that would be a good little show. I'm just going to chime in. Hey, what's up? I appreciate you stopping by, John. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Forrest Gump is one of my favorite movies. It's a good movie. It is a good movie. Oh, my... There you go. What do you guys think of the new Black Ops campaign? I think it's stupid. I think it went a complete... I feel like it would just like... They did a campaign mission. And then they just did a complete, you know, let's combine like a zombies theme to it almost. That's what I feel like they did. They just took it and just... I'm surprised only one of you has voted on this thing here, this little chat thing. Only one? Come on, guys. What are you doing, man? What you guys doing? I'd rather this just cool down so I can eat it. Tilapia. It's very spicy. That lemon pepper taste. I need some water. I voted. I know you voted relinquished. You good guy. You good man. I do appreciate when you stop by the way. Appreciate all you guys stopping by. I imagine a TV show where they start with nothing. That's a good TV show. Honestly, with yearly games and BS buys, yeah, they're slowly both COD and Battlefield. I feel like. I mean, yeah, this Battlefield did good, but what the last Battlefield game they did had such a massive flop to it. It just, you know, now games are all about, you know, purchase this or purchase that, and it's just no longer, you know, hey, play the game to get good at. You know, you can buy this and get good pretty instantly. So the difference would be, yeah, exactly.
Microtransactions ruin gaming.
I agree. Microtransactions do ruin gaming. I think that started with Fortnite, if I remember correctly. This is delicious. Damn, this is good. Mario Kart looks better than COD 7, yes. Why can't they just go back to what it used to be? Like, you know, the old Call of Duty, Black Ops, or World at War, or, you know, the old Battlefield. Hell, I was like, when they announced that they were doing Battlefront, Ed sing a song. Dude, I get that so many times. But when they announced that they were doing Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, I was so ecstatic. I was like, yes, finally, you know, a game that we're all gonna like. I enjoyed playing the original because it's just the open world playness. I mean, yeah, were there classes that were better than others in there? Yeah, but I mean, still at the same time, some classes just sucked and some just did okay in different maps. But having the ability to just fly around in an X-wing or a TIE fighter, or control an ATTE or ATST, like that was peak gaming, and I wish they would bring that back. But now it's just everything's got to be overly complicated. Everything's got to have microtransactions to it. It's stupid. The Pope had a raid before GTA 6. That's funny. Like, I get, they're in the field of making money, but if you made a good game, more people would buy your game than, not making, shitty games and then being like, oh, we'll fix it with microtransactions. That's like that BattleBit game. It was kind of like, looked like Roblox, but it was like a Battlefield game almost. That was like a basic game, and it did better than Battlefield 2042. Rather it take longer for a better game than... Yeah, exactly. The only instant I saw where was the original Battlefront games, because so Battlefront 1 came out in 2004, I believe. And then Battlefront 2 came out the next year in 2005. And I mean, if you look at the two games, they're different. Like, they look different, they feel different aspects of like vehicles and stuff like that. But yeah, like you can't fly any ships on ground forces on that, but you had space battles and stuff like that. You could also mod it. You can still mod it today too, which is amazing, and make the game even more fun. Whereas now, you die, you're like, oh look, I can fly this, but I can't get out and I can't land it and this and that. So I don't know. Games have just gotten away from the actual entertainment part of it, I feel like, and not focus on making a good game. I wish they would finish Battlefront 3, but that didn't happen either. Why make an old one when the new one's still cool? Exactly. See, if they did the old ones though, and like I know they did a remastered, and the remastered just It was okay, but it had a lot of bugs. But if they just did it with today's graphics and just left the game as it is too, just with better graphics and maybe add a couple missions, add a couple maps to it, that would be a game that everyone would love. COD's just a mess nowadays. Yeah, it is. Remake BO2 with no hackers, and I go nuts. Exactly. Like, I remember getting on World at War about a year ago. I think I was on a PC when I got on it. And just out of curiosity, I was like, let me join a server. Join a server, and there was guys flying everywhere. I was like, oh, cool. This is interesting. That's also why I like War Thunder, too. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like a ground, air, and sea, like almost like a simulator almost, but not to a full extent. But I mean, that game there, you don't have to buy premium jets or premium tanks or premium ships to be good at it. It's a I wouldn't say it was a well-balanced game, but I mean, it's balanced enough to have fun in it. I mean, unlike the Tiger 1, you go around and you just mess stuff up, And I played that game since it came out. That was, whew. Plus, they now have another game that came out. What the heck is it called? Enlisted. That's a fun game. I wanted a remastered Shadow of the Colossus, or a second one. I just thought about that.
Remember the horse that looked like shit?
Yeah. I got into with the American Jet. I grind like... Yeah, I have almost everything unlocked in the American Tree. Everything else I'm still lacking in, but I haven't gotten on the game in a while. Solely based on my PC is down. I did. Some little water. Command and Conquest for red alerts. That would be an interesting one. That would definitely be an interesting one. Top 3 games of all time. Definitely Star Wars Battlefront 2. The old... hold on, let me think about this one. So Battlefront 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original, the classic. Then I would have to say World at War and Call of Duty Black Ops. We'll put those two together since they're both Call of Duty games. And then, okay, I'll put Modern Warfare 2 in there because both of them, all 3 of them are Call of Duty games. And then I would have to say War Thunder is my 3rd favorite too. So, yeah. What's up, Mons? I see you. Ooh. Insurgency Sandstorm. I have the first Insurgency. I don't have the Insurgency Sandstorm. I really do want to get it, but my motherboard on my PC decided it didn't want to be a motherboard anymore. Last of Us, Detroit, Become Human, and Beyond Two Souls for me. Those are good games. Especially Last of Us and Detroit Become Human. I remember staying till like almost midnight with my cousin because that game was coming out, and yeah, we got home and then we played it for like 6 hours. Cried within the first 30 minutes because, you know, his daughter dies. Diesel Society, what's up, man? I see you. Sandstorm has my favorite FPS gaming mechanics of all time. Yeah, I like the mechanics in those types of games. They're definitely very fun. You just made me have a brain blast, like Jimmy Neutron. What color of the spectrum are you on? Very high. Very high. Pirate, what's up? Maverick, what's up, man? I'm not impressed by your ceiling light. Oh, do you want me to stand up? Do you want me to stand up so I can cover it? Is that better? Now I look like I just got a halo on my head. Was that better? Is that better? How is everyone's night, by the way? Also, two things, or three things. Yeah, three things. We got new patches in. So the Just Slap It patches came in. Number two, 1K giveaway is coming up fairly soon. Last I checked, we were 115 away from 1K. So that's amazing. Three is we also have a donation link now. So if you guys want to support the channel in more ways than, you know, just subscribing, you can click on the link on the homepage and donate. If you want to donate $1, you can. If you want to donate $10,000, you can. But there's that option for you guys. So every donation that comes in, or every, tip or whatever you want to call it, goes directly towards the channel for more giveaways in the future, for, different firearm content, for just, stuff like that. So guys, we got this. We got this. Irritated, but good. I would assume I would be irritated too after everything that you've gone through, my friend. I know you're trying to show off your fancy ceiling light, but I'm not impressed. Yeah, that thing's old as shit. Also, what color of your wallpaper is not impressive? Are you talking about that? Or the actual wall? The wall's actually painted. Gotta do a Speedo patch. What do you mean a Speedo patch? Holy ginger, no soul? Yes. I don't know, firearms, you're a ginger. A ginger with a firearm. Yes. That's what we're called CopperTop Tactical. Oh, what? I can't have an opinion? No, you can have an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. I'm not saying you're an asshole, Maverick. Don't think that. Dude, it's really pissing me off. Well, if they're pissing you off, you could always request a different surgeon. That is, you are legally obligated to request a different surgeon if you feel like you're not getting the right treatment. I got a new pickup line, works 39% of the time. Dude, that's awesome. Are you Copper Cab? I don't know what you mean by that. Ram Ranch really rocks. That's an interesting name. Have you tried dyeing your hair black? Nope, it will stay ginger, and it will stay the ginger until it's no longer ginger. So, plus, my wife would kill me. Yeah, I'm tempted. I would. If you're having issues with a surgeon or any like any medical staff, you could always request, especially nurses and stuff like that, or doctors. You can request different, staff. Imagine a patch with a copper. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. So, you guys, I'll put that. If I ever did a shirt like that, that shirt would be about $200. So it'd be $200 shirt, and if someone actually bought it, I would actually do a shirt for them. What is wrong with you, bro? Everything. What is not wrong with me? I got autism, and I do gun stuff. What's not wrong with me? I'd buy. Of course you would buy. Of course you would buy. Hell, I think you're the one of the guys that has already donated to the channel. So, which we got a couple more things coming in for part of the giveaway too. So, stay tuned for that, guys. The Looker, what's up? What's up, my friend? Quick question. I am planning on getting some compact versions of a 9mm pistol. Okay, so that's good. Maybe something like a 365 macro, Glock 19, or similar. Was thinking of a CZP-10C. What should I get for rifle practice? What? Okay, so you're asking me what pistol, subcompact pistol to get, but then you asked me what rifle you should get. Which question do you want me to answer? Because in my opinion, okay, so pistols, right? I carry a Springfield Hellcat, carry the subcompacts, but the P365 is definitely a good option. The Canic Prime is a good option. The Glock 48s or 43Xs are a good option. There's so many amazing subcompact or even micro 9s out there that are good. It's all based on preference. What I recommend is before you go buy one, go to your local gun store or pawn shop or wherever they sell firearms. Go there and ask to hold one that you're interested in. So if you're interested in, you said the P365X macro, see if they have one. Hold it in your hand, see how it feels, if it feels comfortable for you. See, if they allow dry firing, ask to dry fire. See, take it, actually don't put it in your pants, but hold it to where you would, if you're going to conceal carry, where if that would be comfortable or you think it, would print out more. So that's what I would do if I were you. Heck, there's even, like indoor ranges that sometimes rent out firearms like that too. So if you have a range like that that's nearby that has a 365X macro to rent out for the day, I would do that too. But that's my opinion. Like I said, there's just so many out there that are a good option. I plan on, getting the Canic Prime to everyday carry. I also plan on getting a VZ61 Scorpion to carry too, but that's a different story. Now, rifles, what you looking at for a rifle? Haven't watched your stream in a while. I know, Looker. We haven't seen you in a while, man. Yeah. My brother has the P365 X macro. I will probably, yeah. So that's what I would do. I would see how it feels in your hand. See if it's something that you would want to everyday carry. For first-time gun owners, I recommend purchase and order a concealable pistol, ARs. Yes, exactly. See, I wouldn't carry a 22 LR though for an everyday carry, um, especially because if you end up having to use your firearm in a self-defense situation, um, 22 is not really gonna stop someone. So the lowest caliber I would go for an everyday carry, which is lowest caliber that I carry, is a 380. I would not carry anything under a 380 for an everyday carry. I mean, I would also carry a 50 Desert Eagle, but that's just me. A lot of people mix up carrying pistols and first pistols. Your first pistol, you want to be able to train with more. Yeah, exactly. So, and you definitely don't want to get something that's not reliable or something that you're not going to like. So, my first pistol that I ever bought was a Sky CPX2. Absolutely hated it. It just, the trigger wasn't good. It had problems with feeding, just didn't run good. My second pistol I bought was Taurus G3C, and I absolutely love that pistol. A lot of people give Taurus hate, but they're really, really good firearms. So, get something that's reliable, that's got a good name for itself, and don't get a P320 because I've had a lot of people, not just my subscribers, but people I know who have said I haven't had issues with mine, but I've also had people that have had issues with theirs. So it's all about what you want. My first gun was a Glock 17. I didn't mind it. It's small. Yeah, Glock 17s are good. Glock 19s are very good too, especially because they're a subcompact firearm and they just are really good to carry. Dragon Breath round. See, I would love to get one. There's a shop around here that sells them. I need to get some, but I'm so concerned taking it to my range because I don't want to start a fire. Because remember, guys, is not Yogi Bear. I can't remember what the bear's name, but only you can prevent wildfires. JP, I kind of disagree, but I see your point. Not taking the risk. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't take, especially if you're going to EDC it. It depends on the situation, Mons, but I hear you as well. See, you guys agree with each other secretly. You guys secretly agree with each other. What about the Glock What about the new Glock 5? I assume that's a similar to the previous Glocks where it's okay. So the only difference between the Glock 5 and the other previous models is that they put a piece of metal in there so you can't put a Glock switch or an FRT in it. But, as we have seen, literally in a week, someone had already figured out how to put a switch and an FRT in the new Glock 5. So the whole idea of, doing it to where they can't convert it was just a complete joke. Glock obviously doesn't know what they're doing. They make good firearms, but when it comes down to it, when it comes down to Americans, just give a fucking redneck a week to be able to figure that out, and they'll figure out how to put an FRT or a switch in it. I don't know, man. I don't like the 19. Like, if I would want to conceal it. See, I want to get the Glock 48 though relinquished, because one, I just like the slide, and it's like the 43X. I know that, but it's a slimmer design too, or both of them are slim designs. But the 48, I just like the longer slide on it. Smokey the Bear. I thought so. I don't know why I was thinking Yogi Bear. Have you ever tried a bodyguard? I haven't, but I have a lot of friends that do carry them, and they absolutely love them. And it already happened in a week. Yeah, it like took a whole week for someone to figure it out. Lima reviews again, but they lost me. They already figured it out for the sword. Yeah, exactly. The worst. I wish I had a picture to show you guys on the Glock. The difference between the two slides. Glock. These for AR. Yeah, see, California is just. I don't know. There's a lot of issues with that state. Although the single shot load polymer handguns, especially in California, yeah, it is dumb as shit. Do you think the Glock is the best battle pistol ever made, or do you think there's another such as the SIG MS-17, the 226, Beretta 92? Okay, do I think Glock is the best pistol ever made for a battle pistol? No. And the reason why I say that is, yeah, Glock is reliable, and, the ability to have 9mm is a very good, aspect of it. But I will say that the 92, I think, is ranked higher as a better battle pistol than any of them. But in all honesty, the 1911 45 ACP won 2 world wars and, is still in service in some aspect of our military today. A lot of people think that the 1911's been completely ruled out of our military, but depending on, special operations, they still use the 1911 in some form. Glock Store 26 frame. Ooh. But yeah, I do like Glocks. I will say that. But I also do, like Glock clones. I got a Ruger RXM that runs just as good, if not better. So, and that's the thing is like Ruger RXM really hit the nail on the head with that one. It's an amazing firearm. FN57, best battle pistol, defeats your. See, but you have to have the right ammunition for it. And if you find the ammunition, you're going to spend a lot of money on that. Scars from cleaning malfunction on my M9, but the pistol should be incredible. Yeah, well, you probably got the Beretta bite. Let me see. Is this your? Ice. Baby. There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, that was my scare when I had an M9 at one point, and I was always scared to get the Beretta bite. But that's if your hand is a little too high up, then yeah, you're gonna get bit. Would the 9mm Pit Viper count as a battle pistol? Of course it would count as a battle pistol, but the Pit, I'm getting that one confused with the new one. Pit Viper is like a 2011, correct? I'm not sure if I'm getting that mixed up with the new ballerina John Wick crossover, the gun she's got, but I still haven't seen that, but I know the guns that are in that are all Terran Tactical, so Glock is cool because there's so many aftermarket parts and ammo is widely used. Exactly. Never heard of the Beretta bite, but I instantly understood. Yeah, that's what my dad used to call it because when he was in basic training, they had a Marine get the Beretta bite, and they told him, "Hey, dumbass, don't put your hand so high up." I have a Glock 19 that's comped, FRT'd. Dude, that's what's up. What the fuck is a pit viper? You gotta watch John Wick, Mons. Watch all John Wick movies. I think it's a 23 round 9mm. You. See, JP, would you recommend what trigger would you recommend for a Glock Gen 3 clone? Because I'm looking at putting something in my Ruger RXM, something that's got a little bit, a little bit more crisp trigger in it. Someone the other day at the range said I should upgrade my trigger mechanic because it's trash, and I looked at them, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, the Terran Tactical that Wick is using is the Pit Viper? Yeah, so all the guns that you guys see in, with the exception of a few in the movie, are all from Terran Tactical. That includes the AR-15, the Benelli M4, the really short shotgun. I can't remember what it is, but it's like an AR-looking shotgun. All the pistols are all Terran Tactical. John Wick always puts me to sleep. I've never even made it through. Well, Mons, me and you are going to watch it one day, and I'll make sure you stay awake. And a ghost trigger kit? Okay, that's what's up. You have me on Instagram, right, JP? Overwatch. Clock triggers, they definitely... Oh, yeah. Have a good night, Relinquish. I appreciate you stopping by and, watching the live stream. Or if... Man, the vote count. I'm surprised you guys just want that squishy ooshy trigger instead of the good old crisp AR-15 trigger. You could put a Geisley trigger in that right there if you voted for that. But I just followed the Instagram fam. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that because, like I said earlier, we're doing a giveaway at 1K, so stay tuned for that. And we also have a donation link too now because someone wanted one and now we have one. So which some of you guys have already donated to that. So I do appreciate that. I'm going to go see you, man. Thanks, Looker. I hope I see you again sometime soon in the live stream. You got to stop by, man. We miss you. I trust them. Trust who? Geisley is a good brand. It is. That's what I got in my 16-inch AR-15. It's just so smooth. No, I'm a Temu version of Ed Sheeran. Ghost spring trigger is an aluminum trigger. No plastic. It has super safe. Oh, okay, okay. See, JP, you should definitely message me on Instagram sometime. You should. AR-10 is my favorite weapon. It shouldn't say 38mm rounds. Oh. The Mark 48. It's a good one too. chain fed, 40 millimeter of goodness. Just thunk, 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 thunk. Yeah. Just fire a warning shot. Sir, we're using a 40 millimeter grenade launcher. Ah, potato, potato. Just give him a good old warning shot. Precision for Pores. What's up, man? I appreciate you stopping by and joining the live stream. We were just talking about Glock earlier. Pretty sure it doesn't say 38 mm. I think it just says 308. It says .308. Pretty sure I'm pretty wild. Even Bruce doesn't like it sometimes. Who the heck is Bruce? You're talking about Brooke? 308 cal. See, that's what I thought. That's what it said, but there he is. What's up, Reverb Approach? Man, it's late. Oh, no, it's not late. You're a couple hours behind me. I don't know. A1, I love my 1911. 1911s are good. They are very good. 1 a.m., not too bad. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock here, so. Boom. Okay. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work. Start a new Q&A, guys. Precision is Bruce Banner. Oh, he's Batman. P08 Luger. That's a good one. Busted. You seen the A3? Are you talking about Titus's AUG kit that he has? That he did with PSR? That thing's cool. That thing's cool. And it's only $800, dude. Dude. Yeah, of course. 45 is enough for me. It's angry. He beats me. It's okay, JB. You can talk to us. You can tell us what's going on. He can't hurt you here. We don't support domestic abuse in this chat. When I finally have enough subs to do a live on my channel, should I do a Q&A about the crash? If you want to, man. If you want to. That's completely up to you. If you want to, though. Bullpups are so ugly. Blasphemy. Blasphemous. It is prophesied in the book of King George that bullpups are the way to go. Y'all seen those bullpup AKs? Those are interesting. The bullpup AKs. See, I would love to have a bullpup. The only bullpup I have is a shotgun. And it burnt my beard. Caught it on fire. So, hot shotgun shells. I have a G4's bullpup. Yeah, see? See, that's what happened to me, JP. Can you share some of your gold with me? I would, if Reverb Approach didn't take it all. He found it first, so you're gonna have to fight him over it. SKS bullpup is badass, dude. That's awesome. Some of the like 22, like the Ruger 1022 bullpups, or like conversion kits, stuff like that. Some of those are pretty cool. I saw one that was like a Tommy gun. That's cool. Only one JP base. Just try it. Jesus. My cloud defensive APL is supposed to be Shipping soon. Excited to compare it to. Ooh, okay. Why are Surefire so expensive? Good question. Because I know people will buy them. See, and I've seen this like a controversial thing about O-lights recently, and I have an O-light on one of my pistols. I've never had any issues with it. A lot of people are like, "Yeah, O-lights are this bad," but I think what it is they're going off of the opinion of someone else instead of finding out for themselves. So I think it's because of how durable they are, but they are killed a few O-lights. How would you kill a few O-lights? I'm kind of curious about that one. Has me hold it with my feet, dude. Has me pre-game with long, dude. What's Bruce? That's brutal. They had one issue where they were blowing up. Apparently, yeah, I seen that. That's the thing I've been seeing, but I think it's just one brand, or one light brand that they have, or one light line, I should say. They have that's the issue, but like I said, I have one and I've never had issues with it. Black 5 was made for nothing. Still, exactly. It took someone a week to put a switch on it. So, and all light blew up. What the fuck? Yeah. Well, it happens. I'm actually curious too. They reached out asking for a review, so I'd be curious what people real experience with. Yeah, I haven't had issues with mine reverb. Of course, I don't really do a lot of night shooting, but from the use I have out of it, I have never had an issue with it. I have a lot of light pistols, lights, and just rifle. See, I need to get one for my. I need to get a light for my MP5K, but I don't know what to get. I have an M-lock on there, M-lock rail I can put on it now, or I already have it on there. Just need to find something that would, is short and would fit on it just nice. Haven't mounted them yet. Ooh. Maglit. Ooh, okay. I see reverb. I think it could kill the Valkyrie. Ah, okay. I see you, Mons. It sucks trying to find holsters for such specs. See, there was a company that I came across that sells, when you buy a light with them, they sell the holster with it. So instead of having to buy a holster for it, they're trying to find a holster or have a custom holster made for it. I had to look and see what the brand name is, but they sell the light and the holster with it, specific for your gun, so you don't have to go through that whole stage of trying to figure out which holster works and which doesn't. What is your EDC? It's a Springfield Hellcat with a TLR7 sub, and I went ahead and I got my Viridian Green Dot warrantied out, which Viridian, love them, had no complaints whatsoever. Customer service was amazing, but I have the Viridian Green Dot on there, and it runs pretty good. So I got that new Ario red dot that was sent out to me by them. Works great. I put it on my Canic, so I want to see how it works on my Canic. So it was my new EDC red dot, but I went back to the Viridian Green Dot. It's a little bit smaller, and just want to see how it runs on the Canic for now. Both. That's smart, selling holsters and lights together. Yeah, see, and you could. The price would make more sense too. So instead of spending $150 on a holster, you sell the light and the holster for $220. That's a good selling point. What do you think about the fitting holsters where they heat shrink? to carry your kit. I think I've seen those before, but I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion on them because I haven't really used any of them. I found but what? That makes no sense. Yeah, that makes no sense. Why would that be legal? But you know, that's why I don't live there. I would hate myself if I lived there. I need to check something real quick. Hold on, my wife messaged me. Let me read this real quick, guys. That's right, guys. That makes no sense. Thanks. Okay, well, that's stupid. Okay. Unfortunately, you know what you should do, though, if you live there, is leave there. Move to the south. Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida. If you move to Alabama, we could collab together. Before it falls into the ocean. How to read a... Don't ask permission, so it doesn't apply to me. Wait, what? Unfortunately, I don't know how to read. And Freeman, don't ask permission, so it doesn't apply to... I'm so... Okay. Yeah, a lot of people in Colorado are also pissed off about all that shit, too. They ain't having a good time. We'll say that. I used to live in Texas, but had kids in California and got separated with the mom, so I stuck here for a bit. Well, I would definitely move back to Texas. Also, take the kids with you if you still have contact with them, because it's a better choice. Price of living in Texas is a lot cheaper. It's brutal. It used to be an amazing state. Then we legalized weed. Is that where everything went wrong? Montana is nice as fuck too. Yes. So are the Carolinas. If you guys ever been to North Carolina or South Carolina, those are very beautiful. The mountains, very beautiful. I would just suggest not going outside at night. And if you hear something at night, you didn't. So, yeah.
Wrong area.
That's in the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, but it's more west
That's still Appalachian Mountains. I used to live in North Carolina. It's nice. Yeah, it is very nice out there. Alabama's nice too. I will admit that. I do like living here sometimes. Sometimes it pisses me off. Well, it's like Michigan, you know. Have, good days and sometimes you have bad days. I think Idaho and South Dakota or Wyoming. Yeah, everything started going sideways in 2012. Yeah. Which is weird because Michigan actually started becoming more, had the opposite effect. I will say that. Yeah, I heard South Carolina is good to live in. I heard Tennessee's not bad to live in, and also North Carolina. But also, I would say out of those, the ones below that would be Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana, Texas. So, I don't know. I heard Texas is pretty good to live in, though. Just Texas is so big. Texas, okay, so Ukraine is the biggest country in Europe. And Texas is bigger than Ukraine. I could drive 8 hours in Texas and still be in Texas. What's your favorite? Don't have one because I'm not that at all. So, yeah. Everyone bleeds the same. She lives out there for she lived out there for a few years. Ah. Oh wait, hold on. I missed a complete other comment that you said, Mons. I'm thinking Idaho, South Dakota, or Wyoming. Yeah, everything started. Oh. See, that's what I would do. South Dakota. Bro, Kelly banned the sales of new gas in 2014, and you can buy electric ones. Ooh, that sucks. They. See, and that's stupid too, because if you live in northern Cal, so I've been out to California with some friends, and the difference between like living in south of this, like city most populated areas of California, like the southern part, and then living all the way up, the northern part where it's more country and stuff like that, it's such a massive difference. You can drive 8 hours and still be in Dallas. Oh yeah, you're stuck in traffic. What's zero divided by zero? Well, anything that's zero divided by or times is zero. So there was one that was like, I think it was like 5 plus 5 times 5 times 0. And they're like, what would it equal? And it's like, well, when you times something by 0, it's always 0. No matter what. At least that's what I remember from school. But again, I'm autistic, so. I live in Fairville, like 30 minutes from San Francisco. Ah. See, I had some friends that lived out in Carlsbad, so it was between Los Angeles and San Diego, I think is the other one. Yeah, it's beautiful out there. I will say that, but I think it's one of those things. California is beautiful. It would be nice if it weren't for the people. Hi, how are you doing today? I can remember back in the old days, very different back in 1988. Good year. See, I don't know what would have happened in '88 that would have been interesting. It's nice here, other than the, yeah. my thing is too is like, you know, people complain about, I'm not saying you, but you know, people complain about, you know, the laws and, you know, wanting to move out and because of rent prices and all that, and then they do that, and then they go to places like Texas or, you know, other states, and they're like wanting the same laws and then same prices for that state, and it's like, okay, then why'd you move out of California? That's my thing. So don't go moving somewhere else and screwing it up for everyone else, you know. Okay, well, I think it is getting pretty late, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and live stream tomorrow too. Rarest hair color in the world, exactly, the redhead. What's going on here? Well, we're talking about guns. We're talking about the new Glock stuff, and we're talking about California stuff here. GG, man. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream though. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Guys, also to Reverb Approach, that guy, check him out too. He's got 40,000 subscribers. Man, I wish I had 40,000. The things I would do with 40,000 subscribers, I don't know what I would do, but it'd be cool. So I do appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because once we hit that 1K mark on subscribers, we're doing a giveaway. So if you guys want to be part of the giveaway, make sure you're subscribed. And then, of course, once we hit that 1K, we'll go ahead and announce when we do the giveaway. So I'm excited for it too. Also, guys, if you guys didn't know, we also have a donation link too. So if you want to support the channel in other ways, you have that option there too. You don't have to. It's just there if you guys want to. Because someone in the chat one day asked if there was one. And, well, unfortunately, I'm not a YouTube partner yet. So I don't have one of those yet. But, guys, I do appreciate you guys so much. We got the new patches and everything. And, you know, I do appreciate the support to the channel, especially with everything that's gone on in the last couple of weeks with the car accident and everything that happened at the beginning of the month. So trying to stay positive, trying to, you know, get through all that. And yeah, I am extremely excited and happy to see where this channel is going because of you guys. You guys are making this channel what it is, and it's going somewhere. So I really do appreciate you guys so much. There will be more content in the future. Obviously, we're posting every single day. We're going to be doing a re-review of the Benelli M4 clone. We're going to be doing a re-review of the MP5, which both those got different optics on it now. Went with a different optic setup on it. And then we're going to do a re-review of the Galil too, because yeah, who doesn't like a good old Galil? And then yeah, we're just going to have a lot more videos coming out. Yeah, and then tomorrow's video, guys, make sure you check that out because this thing is definitely worth the range accessory. I will say that. It's definitely a lifesaver when you go to the range. If you don't have room, I'll say that. So we're working towards it, guys. Again, for any questions about the donation stuff too, everything that comes in for donations toward the channel is staying with the channel. So it helps, you know, with future videos, you know, different content and stuff like that. So that's a good thing because I definitely like, you know, content. I like filming for you guys. I like making videos for you guys. So really do appreciate it, guys. But I think that's it. I think that's the day and end of the day, I think, is where we're gonna stop. So quote of the day, we'll go with the same quote we did the last time we were on the live stream, which it's a good day because you got up and put your feet on the ground. So remember that, guys. Stick to that, guys, and I will see you on the next CopperTop tactical video next time.